clouds her mind with fear, but she won't stop. Stronger forces drive her on.
Listen, she needs you. She needs you to go to her quickly. She's dying. That shit is pathetic. She needs you.
Slaves are monsters. They do to us.
They are brute. No more. I will stop this. Careful, it's careful.
So easy to slip. Look down. The ocean gets you back.
We hate him. Please. You don't listen to him.
There, Simba. What does it mean?
The slavers. This is the right way. The signs are leading me. They brought me here.
She knows that all through this world there are signs and symbols waiting to be discovered. The meaning is there. If only you can find it. There, Simba. What does it mean? If you want to know, you need to focus and where the
Do not forget my stories, Senua. I am with you still. Out of hell you have come.
Alors j'ai appuyé sur eux pour focuser et interagir avec. Premier collectible.
Do not think it any less dangerous for that. Your path has taken you far from home, across the boundless sea, and you must go on to the heart of this place, to the heart of man. You have seen how the Northmen journey out to conquer, and this is one of their lands, as icy dark as Niflheim, yet as fiery as Muspel. It has not long been claimed, and they try still to tame it.
We should have thrown you overboard. I wish you had drowned like the others. Just wait till I get free.
On a intérêt à le garder à l'œil si on veut pas qu'il nous fasse du mal. Hein. On va repérer un totem en ce début de chapitre.
The Skald's verse speaks of a man called Grettir the Strong. A strange and bloody life he led. And it happened in this land you have come to. Listen to his story, Senua, for it may in some small way illuminate your own.
It's hanging from a pole. Like a cow. What could do
Pour souhaiter la bienvenue.
What was that? Something is hidden. Can you see it?
The Skalds say that in Grettir's time, a nearby farm was plagued by hauntings. A shepherd called Glamour was killed by some evil force, found dead in the snow, bloated and black. His body could not be taken to burial because he was held fast to the ground. So it was left. 3 days after his death, the body was missing.
so beautiful. They're moving. Moving, transforming. Where will it take you? Where? Look, life. Focus, Senua. In all the places of the earth, they know that the gods and spirits affect man's path. All the misfortune that befalls man lies at their feet. If you have eyes to see, you see their presence in
Encore une fois, il a fallu utiliser
Keep your eyes open.
le focus visuel pour
See their faces.
interagir et libérer l'accès. Moins facile que les totems celui-là. Hein. Encore une fois, on va essayer de pas se casser la gueule.
Down there. I can't look. What's they doing to you? Dragging you away. Taking her. No, don't. Look what they do to those who fight. Do you see you? They will destroy you even from them. Don't let them see you. It's not time. You have to get out. Get out of the land. Get out. It's not too late to turn back. You can always turn back.
On va essayer de pas se faire gauler. Hein. Petit totem.
The Skalds tell how the revenant Glamour roamed the settlements, terrifying all those who lived there. Each one he killed, in turn, rose to walk beside him. Thus, evil begets evil. But the man Grettir was proud and overbearing, and thought the Droiger no match for his strength.
Who are you?
My name is Fargrimur. I come from a settlement nearby. I came here to seek help.
He almost died.
The Freyslaug had fallen to the Draugar.
And to something
I walked
else.
into a massacre,
What was that?
and they took me as well.
But he was not like
Why
the
were you
others.
bound to that pole? What were the Draga doing?
I'm calling to the creature, drawing her forth with
Her,
thunder and
a
blood,
creature called through death.
and I was an offering.
Iltoiga.
But why? Why were they calling it? It killed them.
Are we safe now?
I seemed to worship
He
her.
seems too calm.
What if she comes back?
Her dark heart seems to speak to their own. I mean, all the old gods have left this land, so
We should leave as well.
must begin.
Le pont est
This
cassé.
land is cursed, Senua. We will only find
Visage.
death. Everyone is dying.
Ah, c'est marrant l'effet de
We know
perception,
they will
comment
believe
ça s'est.
everyone does. We do.
What are you going to do?
What can we do?
Follow him. Here, they once said that Loki lies imprisoned in a cave, trapped by his enemies, who set a serpent above to drip venom on his face. His wife, Sigyn, sits beside to catch the venom in a bowl, but when she must leave to empty it, the poison falls unabated. His pain is so great that he thrashes and writhes. And here above, we see the earth shake and break apart.
On va pas pouvoir prendre le pont. De loin, ça semblait bon, mais vu de côté, il manque un bout.
I need to return home to my people.
Go with him. He can help you.
If you come with me, I will offer you what help I can. But I have to warn you, the creature stalks my village. We can offer you refuge for a time, but not safety.
You've seen her before.
They have no hope.
To my cost. To everyone's cost. She haunts this
They
land,
have lost
from here to
everything.
my village in Red Hills.
If we go with him, she will find us.
We will find her.
Maybe you can fight her, Senua.
Un petit totem.
The Skalds say that Grettir fought and killed the Droiger Glamour. But not before Glamour had cursed him. His strength would be turned against him. His deeds bring death and exile. And he would be always before Grettir's eyes, making him afraid to be alone. He saw all sorts of phantoms wherever he looked. And thus, people who see things that aren't there are said to have Glamour's eyes.
Il boite toujours un petit peu, notre ami. Hein. Profiter de surplomber un peu pour regarder au loin les coins qu'on pourrait visiter. Bon, eux filent tout droit, donc
Look, can you see them, Senua? Cracks in the ground.
The land is broken.
Iltoiga made them.
She did this.
The giants they hunt at night.
The sun.
It's going down.
She's going.
The light is fading. Be
The Skalds tell how in the time of Grettir's kinsman Thorgrim, there was a terrible famine. No crops could be grown, and the fish fled the nets. It lasted years, and the people were desperate. There was no respite even in spring, since terrible gales from the north would rise up and set in for weeks. This is a cold and unforgiving land, Senua.
encore un visage.
Across the sea, they know that the earth is carried in the arms of a giant. When he is vexed or injured, he may not carry his burden so gently, and the world will feel his anger and pain.
On était arrivé de par là, il y avait un poteau. Nos deux amis sont là-haut. On est arrivé d'ici.
and far away, they say the winds are trapped inside the earth. They try always to make their escape, and they buffet and beat on the walls of their prison, causing the earth to quiver. And when they break through, they make their escape. They explode out in fury.
On n'a pas revu l'autre avec sa lance. On est venu de là.
Is that Torgestor Borkavir? What is he doing? He won't help us. Like this.
In the time of famine, at the place known as Rifsker, Thorgrim found a huge finback whale, beached and dead. His neighbour, Thorfinn, had already found it and was in the process of flensing it. But Thorgrim claimed it as his own. Thorfinn said he would not give it up without a fight. If that's what you want, Thorgrim said, let it be so. And he launched a blow at Thorfinn, cutting off his head in one strike.
Bon. On va avancer vers la fumée.
She has been chosen. All the lost ones. Only she can save them. All the people here dying in this nightmare. Only she can set them free. And she's running out of time. Every day that dies, every sun that sets, another loses their life. Light fading from their eyes and name cast away on the wind. And soon the sun will set for good.
Visage.
In the lands of your birth, people live hidden too, in the hills and stones. They may be the remnants of a godly race who lost a war with giants and, finding the world changed, retreated into silence. But you still see their carvings and circles from the time when they walked among men.
This test, Senua. But there will be more.
C'est
This
ouvert.
was more. Well done, Senua.
She is strong enough.
You will not die like the others before.
You will survive this.
Fargrim knew.
He could see her.
See what she really is.
He knows about us.
He can hear us as well.
He doesn't hate her.
Hate us.
Not like the others. Accepts her. He knows her.
He wasn't surprised.
Beau visage.
Here, they know that if times are harsh, he may bounty. And if you are strong and wise and good, they may hear your plea and send you aid. But if you are not, or if you do not respect the strictures they lay down, you might have your strife doubled.
Plusieurs chemins. Fumée par là, hein, donc ça veut dire que l'histoire est par là. Pour pouvoir descendre.
The Skalds say that the neighbors fought, armed only with the knives and axes they had brought to cut up the whale, even picking out the whale ribs to beat down their enemies. Thorgrim's men had loaded their boats with whale meat, but as they went to leave, one of their opponents struck Thorgrim's brother a fatal blow. And this is how hunger fates desperate men to come to blows, striking out against one another to survive.
She's on the right path.
C'est ouvert.
It might be true.
What Thorgrim has said.
She is the light he knew he would find
She needs to prove it.
before they let him in.
Prove to them.
Prove it to you.
Can you show them, Senua?
Show us, Senua.
Encore un visage.
In the lands of your birth, and in these lands too, they know that people can be taken by the secret fair ones. If you are not careful and do not keep to the pathways, you may find yourself among them.
Viennent par là.
Can you still hear
Don't lose the thread.
the hidden thread?
Il y a un totem.
The Skalds speak of the time Grettir, travelling with some others, ran into rough weather and docked their boat on an island. They had not brought fire with them, and the merchants complained bitterly. Seeing a great fire blazing on the other side of the strait, Grettir said he would swim over to fetch it. He took off his clothes and struck out across the water, wearing nothing but a cloak.
Ok, le visage était là. Un autre fumée. Bon, on se rapproche, mais on est encore loin.
Yes, she can still hear. She can. We can follow
L'écran
them.
large est très agréable. Alors, à la fois pour profiter des visuels du jeu, mais également pour tous les petits passages.
When Grettir came to the farm where the fire was
J'ai l'impression qu'on en
burning,
a au moins trouvé la moitié.
all was peaceful. By the time he reached them, his cloak was frozen stiff, and he looked like nothing more than some huge troll. The frightened farmhands struck out at him with the first things to hand, the burning logs from the fire. Grettir fought them off and got the fire he sought. But the sparks from the logs spread fire all over the house, and nobody survived the blaze.
C'est fini.
This is very dangerous.
They are telling you
Putain.
this place is dangerous.
Tu m'étonnes. Attends, j'étais là.
Can you do this?
She's not ready. Are you strong?
J'ai perdu le fil de mon...
Or will you die here?
Ok. Donc, ouais. Là maintenant, ici j'ai accès.
The Skalds say that Grettir swam back across the strait, keeping the fire safe from the water. His friends applauded Grettir's bravery, but when word spread about the massacre at the farm, people took against Grettir. Nobody wanted anything to do with him, and when the news reached the Althing in the summer, Grettir was pronounced an outlaw. All doors would hence be shut to him.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on va choper dans cette grotte?
Where are we going, Senua?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I don't like this. What is this place? Just a cave.
She knows what she's doing.
Une truffe.
Trust yourself, Senua.
In a land to the east, they know that when a traveler finds themselves lost, it is the fault of the Vadataj, who wait at the crossroads to trick souls passing by. The only remedy is to let your horse lead you home, because beasts have no souls. But if you have no horse, your soul is lost forever.
Still nothing special. It was a trick.
It's getting smaller. Where is it taking her?
Everything you have done has brought you here.
To
Ah,
nothing.
j'ai vu un totem. Hein.
Maybe your father was right.
Maybe you are nothing.
Maybe you will die here.
C'est dans l'eau.
Torch.
Don't let the torch die.
C'est par là.
It goes out. We will be lost here forever.
Ah, tu m'étonnes. Si on perd le feu, là on est mal. Hein.
She needs to be careful.
Careful, Senua.
The Skalds speak of how Grettir, now an outlaw, took rest on the island of Haramsoy with a man called Audun. Grettir saw a great yellow glow like a fire rising from the ground. Ardun told him it was coming from the burial mound of Kar the Old, who ever since he died had haunted the island, and warned him to stay away.
What? A light. Where is it? A light at the end of the darkness. They're coming back. They're here. Look at the light.
You're always supposed to go.
Yes, this feels. The colour is beautiful.
It has something to show you.
Something here to defend.
Beautiful.
It's not like fire usually is.
It's meant
Voilà, la couleur est bleutée.
What does it mean, this colour?
It has to mean something.
More darkness. Never easy, is it?
Always darkness.
More rock, more darkness. Was she lost? Look,
There's
a light.
shining,
Oh, yes.
lighting your way.
She was lost, but now
They are here.
the hidden folk are still here. Light there.
There, follow.
Beautiful.
Entrancing.
What does it mean?
Non, les roches sont un peu...
Something to be done here.
Je crois que c'est comme s'il y avait du pétrole.
Find out.
Ouais, ça a changé justement la partie pétrolée. Là. Un visage.
In this place, they know that sometimes the hidden folk will take their children and leave another in their place. These children may look the same as their own, but will be dazed and far away, or ill-tempered. And you know then you have a changeling in your house.
Ah, on peut faire revenir le truc. C'est un peu comme les bubules en fait.
And yet more darkness. More rock. Oh, look. Deeper and deeper into the earth we go.
This could still be a trick.
It could still be a trick.
You could be lost in forever.
What is this? No, Senua, no.
Non, 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 n'y va pas.
Wait, listen.
What was that?
Voices.
Is it them?
Are they telling?
Ça a l'air profond quand même.
They're telling us to do.
There's only one way to find out.
Wow. J'ai cru que la torche allait s'éteindre.
This must be a special place.
Senua, you have to get out of here. You could still die.
In this land, when people cannot raise their children, they will leave them in a sacred place for the hidden folk to take and care for. Sometimes these children come back, but it is said that they are changed with a wildness in their eyes, and their parents do not want them.
Ah, ça communique, c'est-à-dire que là où il y avait la fontaine d'eau, ça l'arrête.
is it? Speaking to you. Asking for you.
What does it want from us?
It knows we're here.
How can we prove ourselves? She has to prove
Ah,
herself.
We must.
j'ai vu un totem.
The hidden folk. They made them. They want you to get lost. They take you away. And when you return, years have passed.
The Skalds say Grettir wanted the sword that was buried in Kar's How and would not be deterred from seeking it. He broke the mound open and started digging until he reached the timber props. By this time it was night. Audun warned him again not to continue, but Grettir threw down a rope and went inside the mound. No light penetrated it, and it reeked of death. But he persisted in exploring.
Ouais, si je vais là, ça passe pas. Là, je reste dans le bleu, ça a l'air de passer.
No, you are powerless. Don't lose the light. Look, an entrance.
Ouais, c'est ce qu'on a vu tout à l'heure.
Is it? Or just another trick from the hidden folk? Trick. I don't like it. Be careful. One wrong foot. You could fall. Down there, more creatures. Watching every move. If you fall, they will devour you. Look at them. Shadows move, eat you alive. You will just be bones. Can she make it across? I don't like it. Don't fall. Be careful. We can do this. We can do this. She can do this. Remember to breathe. Go to the light. Go. Go. Let's go. Go. I hate it here. It's too terrifying.
On est passé.
Sometimes
Ah,
she feels the darkness will never end.
sans mieux.
Worse
On doit pas récupérer notre épée. Hein.
and darker until she's crushed under it.
Ah oui, un caillou en l'air.
Her last breath floating up to the sky she will never see again. But it is over. There is a shift, an invitation. They draw her onwards, just out of reach, but there. She's close now.
These people know that children who have died uncared for can return as Utburður, small ghosts clad in fluttering rags. When there are storms, they may cry as they did when they were human, and will look for their mothers until they find them, and never leave them again.
Look at the rocks floating there. It's them. The hidden folk. She is close now. Can you feel them? Can you hear them? Close to their world.
Grettir found the sword he was seeking, Kar's loom,
J'ai vu qu'il y avait un trou
buried in the
par là.
grave mound. He went to leave, but before he could reach the rope, something grabbed him from behind, and Grettir realized the mound dweller would not let his treasure go. The two fought ferociously until Grettir got the advantage and chopped off the revenant's head. But
Can you see it? So still.
Pourquoi ils ont disparu?
We give you this moment as reward.
You know, Senwa, this is what it feels like when you follow your destiny.
You know what to do.
Listen to this place where you belong.
The beauty of it.
Drink deep. Wonder. Remember. For there may not be others.
We know it. We can feel it. She knows.
Truc là-haut, non?
This is right. Life and light and war. You're always
Il en reste plus
meant to
beaucoup,
come
hein.
here. This was
In
always
this land, you may catch sight of the land destined to be here. The spirits who embody the sacred places, the rivers and rocks.
Ouais, ça ressemble à un totem. Car là, les décors sont vraiment chouettes, hein, avec les chutes d'eau et petit ruisseau. Là aussi, il en reste plus beaucoup. Hein.
The Skald's verse tells how Grettir made many enemies with his proud and overbearing nature. Always quick to anger, his strength and fighting prowess meant that even the most trivial of quarrels met a fatal end. The kinsmen of those he killed or maimed were angry, and because he was an outlaw, no one was allowed to help him.
Others who might look to her to lead them into the light. Can her shoulders bear this burden? She so learned to keep her guard up. Can she ever let it
On a
down?
été séparés de notre petit copain.
You are an outlander. Why are you here?
I came as a slave.
Can you trust
Taken by the Björk?
Yes.
You were taken by the Björk. And yet you come here with Þorgestur.
He wants to stop the giants too.
We want the same thing now. To stop the giants.
She doesn't trust him.
Be careful, Senua. The Björk can't be trusted. They demand food from us, and if we don't give it, they take us as sacrifice. Do you understand?
She knows what it's like to lose people. Just like you. Just like us. Senua, you can help her. You can.
Ah, même en face, il allait pas me...
But can she?
In the heart of the Northlands, they know the storms are born of the Oshkuredi, the hunt of Odin. The huntsmen ride horses with eyes of fire. Their weapons clash like thunder, and it is best to hide inside, lest your spirit be called to join them.
Stan, no one knows what it's like to be here. Don't tell her about your mother. She will
What
turn
about
from
your
you.
mother?
Turn from us.
Turn away.
My mother was a
They
fighter.
always do.
She never
A
gave up,
fighter like her.
not even at the very end.
So strong.
She is not game.
My father tried to protect her, but she refused to leave his side. I miss her. I miss all of them.
She loved them. She lost them.
outlaw Grettir fled to the island of Drangi. His enemies knew he was there, but he was still so strong and fierce, nobody could shift him. Thorbjorn, first among his foe, sent his foster mother to see Grettir. She was a Seithkona, and very wily. She enchanted a tree branch and sent it to wash up on Drangi. Grettir tried to cut it up for firewood, but his axe flew back and struck him in the leg. The wound blackened and festered, and Grettir feared his time was close.
Je suis persuadé qu'il faut que j'arrive à grimper là-haut.
She did it.
You did it. You found the path.
We see everything. The hatred in their hearts. Shalvanesi was born of this place. We saw it. Seek us again, and we will show you. Find it. Look for us by the sea.
They are showing us the truth.
In your lands, traveller, they know that the Kailith, the Hag of Winter, is the one who hurls sleet and snow upon the land. She lives in a sea rock and rules the waves of the roiling winter ocean with her blackthorn staff. She strikes the ground to destroy the shoots of growing green, so the winter will lie long and low on the land.
Bon, il nous en reste 2 à trouver. Je m'inquiète un peu, c'est les bouboules. On est un peu partout en hauteur. Ah, là il y a du jaune. À mon avis, c'est-à-dire qu'il faut être. Faut prendre de la hauteur. Et d'ailleurs, il y a un truc. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Il nous en reste 2 des totems. Il nous en reste donc plus qu'un.
Grettir, wounded by Seithr, was now so weak it was possible for his enemies to defeat him. Under cover of night, Thorbjorn and his men attacked his shelter. They tried to disarm him, but he clung so firmly to his sword, Karsloom, that they had to cut off his arm to get it free. Then they used his sword to cut off his head, and the land's mightiest outlaw was dead.
Ah, il va ils ont mis un visage ici. Et puis alors à l'allée on le voit pas spécialement. Hein.
These people know that the sea god, Ran, sets out nets to trap sailors and drag them to her world. she sends the waves, her daughters, to wreck boats so she will have more men to take. And jealously, she pulls them down beneath the water.
Waouh.
He comes to the settlement.
He will never let them. She has to stop him. Find out the name, Sigurd.
Then you can destroy him. Release him.
Look at him. She sees what he does.
The constant storm.
The constant fear.
No sunshine.
Nothing.
No light.
But the torches are still there.
Ça rappelle un peu les couleurs du début d'aventure.
People here speak of warriors who can transform themselves into bears when they are enraged. Their skin becomes hide so thick no sword or spear can break it. When King Hrolfr fought Skald, many people saw a great bear fighting beside him, who killed more men with its paw than any 5 soldiers.
Everybody too scared. Hiding.
This whole place like a wound that cannot heal.
It bleeds.
They survive. In spite of everything, she is strong. Ástríðr holds them together.
She deserves more than this. They deserve more than this.
How has she kept them together?
We must find her.
She will help us.
Ce serait bien le dernier, ça.
As the Droiger Glamour had predicted, all Grettir's brave and fine deeds brought him misery. So fate makes prisoners of us all. But it was Grettir's nature that made him fight the Droiger, and Grettir's nature that led to blood feud and exile. So what is truly our prison, Senua? Is our path ordained, and we powerless to change it? Or do we blame uncertain powers for what we ourselves ordain?
Infects this place. They deserve more, these people. They don't deserve to suffer like this. You can help them. You can. You know what to do now.
Only you can do it.
Find Astrid.
She can do it.
You can. They need you.
C'est le dernier aussi. On a tout vu.
Men here will tell of how Jarl Hakon worshipped the giant Thorgerða and sought her aid in the middle of battle when the tide was turning against him. Fleeing to an island, he pleaded with her for aid. She demanded a sacrifice. She rejected all of his offerings until he, at last, killed his own son in sacrifice. Thorgerða gave aid, and Hakon's enemies saw the giant striding amongst the ships, arrows flying from every finger and never missing their mark. Their morale was sapped, and Hakon won his battle.